Happy Friday, lovers. I'm Eric Restivo from WeHo.
I'm John Hayden from Wilton Manors, and we are
The W Boys. Entertainment television has been around forever and ever, but we, the W Boys, are kicking it up a notch in the best way possible and creating our own reactions from an LGBTQ point of view.
In this episode, Jake Gyllenhaal gets sweaty, Maluma makes us sweaty, and the only Candis, Cayne drops by for the world premiere of her new video addressing a delicate issue.
How are you doing today, John?
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
So happy.
Good.
So happy. It's Friday. It's a good Friday. What can I say?
It is a good Friday. It's an appropriately titled Good Friday as we enter Easter weekend. Let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
I nearly lost my gay mind when I laid my eyes upon the new Beetlejuice teaser trailer. Now I know it's short, but I think that I even recognized a fabulous gay sidekick character. Check it out.
Daylight come and we want to go. Banana. Daylight come and we want to go. Me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day. Daylight come and we want to go.
The juice is loose.
Snaps for Beetlejuice.
What do they mean coming this fall?
You
cannot drop this and expect me to wait 5 more months.
I was actually a little hesitant at first because I think that they have been shoving Jenna Ortega down our throats, and not like the good shove down the throat. For the last few years, she's literally been in everything, but this she looks good in.
Yeah.
This is I'm excited to see. And Winona Ryder looks like she has not aged a day from the first one. Do you remember the best lines from the first movie?
I do, but just a note about it, Winona Ryder. She looked great. But if I hadn't seen her recently, and she does look this good, I would think they had like de-aged her.
Yeah, like some AI feature. Yeah.
No, she really is looking this good.
Can they do that?
They can. Oh, it's frightening.
Can they do that here at Happening Out? Can they de-age us right now?
Well, but if I'm de-aged, then I'd look like I was 18, and we don't want that.
Well, I mean, we don't.
Trust me, 18 John was a bad. No. All right, so we want to talk about best lines?
Yes,
it's
showtime. All right, what are your qualifications?
Well, I attended Juilliard. I'm a graduate of the Harvard Business School. I travel quite extensively. I lived through the Black Plague and had a pretty good time doing that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. Not to mention the fact that you're talking to a dead guy. Now, what do you think? You think I'm qualified?
John, I think you would make a fabulous Beetlejuice. Oop, don't say it 3 times. Don't say it 3 times.
W Boys.
Okay.
W Boys. W Boys.
Here he comes. He's rising from the table.
How is it that you can see us, but nobody else can?
Well, I read in the handbook for the recently deceased, it says, live people ignore the strange and unusual. I, myself, am strange and unusual. Oh, one of the most iconic lines from the first one. I used to literally, in my bedroom, play the Deo scene over and over when they're at the dinner table and the shrimp hands come alive and grab them. I used to do that dance alone, a cast of myself, in my bedroom pretending that I was Catherine O'Hara. I just love Beetlejuice so much. I was so obsessed with it when I was younger. And I love the new intro song, right? The new version of Deo. It looks like we're starting with a funeral, so I'm assuming that means Lydia's father has passed away. That's my assumption. And I wonder if we're gonna get an Otho appearance. Remember Otho?
Ooh.
Yeah, the fabulous one who actually brought him up from the dead. And then, all right, I don't want to give too much away.
But Michael Keaton,
that's the whole statement.
Fantastic.
Just right there. Michael Keaton is the whole statement. Thank God he signed on. And it probably took them this long to get this project launched because they didn't want to use anyone else. I mean, look at this photo of him. He literally looks the same from the first film.
you can't recast this role.
No.
You never could. You can't reboot
No,
Beetlejuice.
but Beetlejuice, the musical, was actually pretty great, by the way. Alex Brightman played Beetlejuice, the title role, obviously, in the Broadway production, and it was a rock kind of themed, rough around the edges, scary, really cool aesthetic. So shout out to Beetlejuice on Broadway as well. That was a good one.
Absolutely. All right. Well, they say love is better the second time around, and Taylor Swift hopes that's the case for vacations as well. She and her Super Bowl winning boyfriend, Travis Kelce, have been frolicking in the archipelago of the Bahamas, just a few miles away from Wilton. Good for them, right? Well, some are throwing shade because it's the same island she took her ex, Joel Alwyn, to on vacation. Okay, there's like 1,000 islands in the Bahamas. Pick a different one.
I'm still seeing Xena LaFay. When we see Taylor Swift, I'm still seeing Xena. Listen, I mean, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of islands, but do I really think it's shady that she is revisiting somewhere that maybe she just thinks is a beautiful destination? No, I don't think it's that shady. But imagine having all of that money and being like, let me just go back here. You could go anywhere, to be fair. So I get both sides.
Right. But I guess it's the Bahamas. You can that's like someone from Britain coming to America. Okay, you can take one boyfriend to New York, and you can take another one to Vegas. They're both America, but they're different spots. So you could choose a different island.
I mean, she could buy the Bahamas. She really could just pick up and buy the Bahamas.
I would so love that.
If Taylor Swift bought the Bahamas.
Get a residency at Atlantis.
Oh, the good life.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's like Margaritaville, but Swiftyville.
And sharks may eat you.
Well, I mean, we're here in South Florida. I mean, the sharks are the sharkiest of all sharks here.
Yeah.
To be fair, the Bahamas sharks, they have nothing on the South Florida sharks. They are relentless.
But they're back in the States now.
Yes.
Hey, we're seeing leaving a gym date together.
Like a workout date.
Like a workout date.
They work out together. How sweet. They're so happy and attractive, and they work out together and eat vegetables, and she's a vegan, and her life is just perfect.
I hope they work out.
Yeah, I mean...
You know what I mean? From the gym to really working out.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you really rooting for them?
I am.
You like this relationship?
I am. I do like it.
What is it about it?
They both have their own thing going on. She will always be much more popular than Travis Kelce. She will always be more popular. But he's got his own thing going on. He is at the top of his game right now. It's just that window is much shorter.
Yeah.
Because Taylor will be producing music for decades to come. He's going to play for like 5 more years tops. So he's always going to be the most popular. But he's okay with that. If you watched him guest host Saturday Night Live last year, so funny. So he's got
I'm going to have to go back to the past episodes and check that one out because I missed that.
Yeah.
I did not see. And I still love Saturday Night Live. So I'll go back and watch it. I don't think I realized how much of a Swiftie you were.
Oh.
Are you a fan of her music as well or just her?
I really like the music. I really love her.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
Stay tuned and follow more for John's journey to Swiftyville, I guess. To showcase some Broadway right now, Pulitzer Prize winner Paula Vogel from How I Learned to Drive has written a bitingly funny and honest new play about the hold our family has over us and the surprises we find when we unpack the past. It's a powerhouse cast starring Jessica Lange, Jim Parsons, and Celia Keenan-Bolger, who is a massive, massive Broadway veteran. And it's a completely queer storyline, which is representation for us, which we love to see. And, you know, it really kind of just pushes the boundaries that you set with yourself and your family and how they can sometimes get a little bit blurry. I thought that this play was especially cool to showcase because the character that Jim Parsons is playing is already an imagined character from a past play that she's wrote, and now it's just him kind of going on with life, but in a different light. So it was fascinating to me. I'm a book lover, and I love straight plays, and Jessica Lange, anything that she's in, I'm going to attend or try to get there, at least, to be fair.
Yeah, I've loved Jessica Lange for decades, probably my entire.
Have you interviewed Jessica Lange?
Never gotten to interview Jessica. You know, I think the older stars, and not old, but like the more mature, the more experienced.
Classic.
A lot of times they're like, I will do a movie, but I'm not going to go out there and do 120 interviews in 3 days. And that's what promoting a movie really is. It's 3 days of about 40 interviews
at
a time. And she's still a legend enough that she can open a movie without having to go through all of that. So she never really did a lot of press, which I completely respect.
Well, and I think that it also goes to show with her relationship with American Horror Story, right?
Ryan
Because
Murphy,
she hasn't come back, you know, after he's begged and begged and begged and begged. But she will always say, when I was in it, you know, the time that I spent on the show, I really felt for the script. I really loved the project. And she hasn't felt inspired by one of his seasons, I guess, enough or roles to come on back. But I am still crossing my fingers and legs and toes for a Jessica Lange return to American Horror Story.
Well, fingers and toes, I believe, are crossed. Legs ain't been crossed.
Oh! Bam!
Oh!
Not nice.
Speaking of which, been hitting the gym lately? It's okay. Neither have I. But don't worry. Jake Gyllenhaal's been hitting it enough for all of us. Just don't hit the perfectly square jaw.
Oh my God. Look at him.
All right, so he comes in hard with the knee. And because it's a body, you can actually rip it. We don't need to stack that shit. You're going to displace his body because it's a real hit. Now release it. I'm going to respond, so you better get back.
Good.
I want to get into it.
Too slow on your counter.
Too slow.
Fire straight. All you need to think about is aggressively block.
Uppercut, come on.
You're slow
So
now.
slow.
That's the one. Snake bite. Great. Oh, you told me to hit you.
Not in the face, man. Literally all I have.
Oh, Jake
Oh, my
G, you've got
God.
much more than that going for you. But that face and jaw is perfect. That's him training for Roadhouse, which dropped on Prime this last weekend. He shared his workout with Men's Health, and it was so great. But we're not done with beauty.
No. Keep it coming,
We have
please.
got-
I'm verklempt. Keep it coming, please.
While we catch our breath, while you catch your breath,
You could just leave that photo on the screen. I mean, just leave that right there. I
Oh
mean,
my
truly,
God.
Wow.
I mean, he's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 abs. There's 3 obliques on each side. He's got the cum guzzler, you know, hip.
Oh.
What are those called?
cum gutters.
Cum gutters, cum guzzler. Same thing. Wow. That is
mean,
a beautiful man right there.
I have interviewed him so many times.
You have?
Always great. The hardest part of interviewing Jake Gyllenhaal is that when you sit down across from him,
Uh-huh.
you still have to talk. While I just want to sit there and stare at his
What does he smell
deep
like?
blue eyes. They never allow me to get close enough to know.
I bet he smells good.
I bet he does.
I bet he smells really
But I just
good.
want to stare in those eyes, and that
You're in love. You're in love.
But I'm told that's creepy, and so I work through it. And
Oh my gosh.
I do my question.
Look at, wow.
We got more to
Yeah,
look
we gotta-
at.
I
We have
know.
got a panty
Yeah, we don't have enough
dropper
time.
alert.
All right.
We've been drilling over Maluma for years. Now there's another reason to go to get your gay ovaries into overdrive. These are pics of him. I mean, I guess there's a baby in there too. I'm staring at his tat.
Wow. Wow,
Even
wow,
his
wow,
foot
wow.
when he
wow.
watches football with his new daughter, Paris, which I suppose is the point of him posting all of these things. But oh my God.
Yeah.
Maluma.
Is that a baby?
I-
Or a
I-
teddy bear?
What's it-
Is what?
Teddy bear and a baby, I think. Yeah.
What these men woke up and chose violence in the sense that they all look too violently delicious for
Oh my
me
gosh,
to
yeah.
just stay seated here. But for our viewership, I do need to stay seated at this time because all of these photos are just too much. And you have a designer dog, just get out. And your dog is hot. It's like the high school jock of a dog. What is this? The whole family is just perfection.
If
A little baby.
if they need a body double for the baby to lay on Maluma's chest,
You'd be a perfect baby body double.
baby face. I'm bald.
Yeah, you're perfect. You're the
I'm
perfect
perfect.
candidate. Maybe just send him a DM
Oh, yeah.
of a cute little risque photo of yourself and
I
say,
should.
if you need a baby double, I'm
up?
here for you. Let's pivot because this next news and reviews that we want to spotlight is not so baby cute. I am a Madonna stan and fan. A stan, for those of you at home who doesn't know what that means, just mean like I'm overly obsessed. I love Madonna, always have, through and through. But these videos and some of these photos that I'm seeing all over the stage where she's just chaotically running around, and then this one where her dancer literally drops the ball, pun intended. Check it out. Whoa. What?
Oh,
I know. And she just kind of rolls over like a beached whale. Up here it is. It's really funny. The music to this video is like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Bam. Right there. There's plenty of other videos as well if you would like to take a journey down that K-hole of what's going on with the celebration tour with Madonna, getting manhandled by some of her dancers, the Vogue contest, which was such a major success in Beyonce's tour, is not the same success in Madonna's tour. Check it out for yourself and look at these photos, John.
my
I mean,
God.
listen, we love Madonna no matter what. Everyone at Hotspots Happening Out loves Madonna. I just want to go on the record and say that. But is she going too far with this celebration tour?
I mean, I don't think you can go too far.
Right. Okay.
I mean, she's singing. I mean, I'm thrilled that she's doing it, singing the songs that we all want to hear. I went to her tour
Yes.
about 5 years ago or so. And it was in Vegas, and she was 2 hours and 45 minutes late, which is
Well, that's her thing. This is
3 hours.
This is her brand, right?
know.
People say that she's late. She was
Yeah.
late to the Miami show
Yeah.
here. What was it, last year? Was it last year?
No,
6 months ago?
it was several years. It was the same tour
Oh,
that I'm
okay.
talking about.
Same tour.
But
Gotcha.
the thing is, not that long.
3 hours.
But at
That's-
least,
yeah.
but the thing is, we waited 3 hours, and then we barely heard any hits. If she had written it before 2002, she wasn't singing it, and I'm like not flying across the country
Yeah.
and staying up till the equivalent of 3 a.m.
Right.
my time because you're jet lagged
Right.
to not hear Vogue, like a Virgin,
Frozen, like a
Celebration,
Virgin,
Holiday.
right. All of them.
I mean,
all of them.
yes, it's my youth. And Madonna, I understand that you've been singing them for 40 years, but you also have to remember we've been fangirling over them for 40 years. And
yeah.
you're the person that has to sing them. But we appreciate that you are making this trip around and doing this tour. So thank you for that.
And I hope that you didn't get too injured during that fall because it does look like it was a tumble.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like one of those things I'm just like, if I could make that my ringtone somehow, like a video ringtone,
You can.
totally make
You
it.
can. All right, enough hating on Madonna.
All right. Well, the W Boys is part of the Hotspots Happening Out television network. Our magazine celebrating 40 years of documenting the LGBTQ plus community. We are one of the largest nonprofit LGBTQ plus companies in America.
Our mission is the 11 pillars of the LGBTQ plus community, including the Black LGBTQ plus community, Latino, lesbian, and queer women, trans, students and youth, seniors, HIV/AIDS healthcare, social justice, business, and faith. And our 11th pillar is all about the W Boys, queer culture. Help us help support our community.
And speaking of community
Yes.
and supporting our community,
Yes.
this Sunday, March 31st, is Trans Day of Visibility. More important than ever as people try to erase our trans sisters and brothers.
Obviously, the attacks are extremely hurtful, but they're also ridiculous. How ridiculous? Candis Cayne is here to show us. She has an absolutely hilarious new Saturday Night Live commercial that saves the trans community in the hateful world of Ron DeSantis, GOP, and conservative states across America. This is the world premiere of Diaper Dolls.
Wow, you're one tall drink of water.
I've heard that before. And I'm parched too.
So let's wet your whistle. What are you drinking?
I think I'll have a Tito's tidal wave, straight up.
Actually, make it a double. She looks real thirsty.
Thirsty.
What's the matter?
Ever since that bathroom bill passed, it's been so hard navigating it all. You have no idea how frustrating it is. I've seen that sign all day long. I went to the gym, and then I had to go home. And then I went shopping, and then I had to go home. I even walked my dog to a cafe, and then I had to go home.
You got the bathroom bill blues?
Yeah. I just wish there was an easier way that I didn't have to always go home for number one.
Or number 2. Have you tried Transguard? My girlfriend swears by it.
A trans adult diaper that finally allows us some bathroom dignity? And it's TSA approved. This is perfect, especially for a girl with a petite bladder. I'll be right back. No, I can't hold my liquor. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go. Wait a minute. You know what? Order me another one. I'm a real diaper doll now.
That's my girl. Round for everyone.
Transguard, for a girl on the go, even when she has to go. Made from all non-natural, non-breathable silicone material that gives you an almost streamlined silhouette. You'll stay dry all day.
Uh-oh.
And now some testimonials from certified Transguard customers.
I find Transguard so convenient. I can even drive from Fort Lauderdale to Fort Worth without having to stop to use the bathroom.
Thanks to Transguard, I don't have to worry about what gender is on the bathroom anymore. I got this, boo. And it's so stylish, too. You can pee in peace and luxury.
Transguard saved my life. No, really, it saved my life.
And don't let those finger-waving, uptight shop girls stop you from enjoying your shopping spree. With America's #1 trans adult diaper, Transguard will have you feeling grand prize all day long.
Oh, look, a little manatee.
Hello, Manatee.
Hey. I know who you are. In this state, we don't let your kind use the public crapper. Babylon Betty.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks to TransGuard, there are no more uh-ohs. I'm free.
Remember, folks, you'll finally find a safe place to pee with TransGuard.
Money back not guaranteed. More than 90% of customers have experienced irritating itchy rash. Not applicable in participating states of Florida, Alabama, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Idaho, Texas. Heavy flow, rosé all day alcoholics not guaranteed.
Oh my God. Okay. On point.
Bowing down. Bowing down.
Very relevant. And the star of that incredible parody video, Candis Cayne, joins us now from Los Angeles. We are WeHo and Wilton connecting today. Candis, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course, I'm so happy to be here and talk about this fun parody slash satire on the crazy the crazy bathroom bills going on right now.
Yes, crazy is right. How did it all begin? Take us to the beginning of the process from then to now.
Well, my business partner and best friend, Dana Davis, who you guys know, thought of this idea to have adult trans diapers and called it Diaper Doll. And then I said the name of these diapers should be called TransGuard. I mean, look, it's just a really ridiculous time in our world that we are pretty much hunting down trans people and not allowing them to do simple tasks like go to the bathroom in public. Just human rights that people have every single day. So, we, instead of because anger never works, especially with the right, because it just it's just fuel for them. So I've found in the past, especially with trans rights, that the more humorous I make it, the more I can make fun of myself, the more people will get on my side. So that's what this commercial really was about.
And the release is timed with Sunday's Trans Day of Visibility, and that, of course, is across the nation.
Yes.
And you'll be here to celebrate T-Dove. And okay, so we just world premiered this great video. But we're going to re-world premiere it again Saturday at No Manners, right?
At No Manor from 7 to 9, we're going to play the video. We have a whole crew of people coming wearing diapers. We're just trying to be visible, which is what Trans Day of Visibility is all about, or Trans Week. I mean, it should be a yearly event.
Yeah.
But right now, it's just so important to show ourselves to the world and, come across as fun, normal-ish people that just want a piece of this great world that we live in.
In all fairness, normal is overrated.
Normal-ish is the perfect word. I love normal-ish. Candis, I have a question for you, and I would love to hear what you would maybe say to a young transhuman who maybe doesn't have access to some of the resources that they should, and maybe they're sort of at this point in their life where they're feeling like there's really nowhere else to go except down. What would you say to that young transhuman, and how would you inspire them?
Well, first I'd say it gets better. We all start out really insecure about who and what we are, and know that as time passes, you're going to find the strength to deal with these crazy moments in your life. Another thing that's so important is to find a tribe, find your tribe, find your support system. A lot of trans kids don't have a family that can do that, so you find friends and allies that can be there and help you in all these kind of situations. We also have a lot of organizations. Hopefully we can print out a couple of names. Of these organizations that you can call if you're feeling down or you need some help. But just remember one thing: you are loved, and you are a part of my community, and I love you.
It is Trans Day of Visibility, which means coming out of the closet. Yet we're in your closet right now, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind staying in that closet. That is a fabulous backdrop for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be coming out of that closet.
I
I'd
know.
be in that closet, honey.
What jewelry should I use?
Wow, a closet tour. I am so happy right now.
Now, pan it to the other side. I got to see what's on the other side.
Yeah.
The other side is just basic.
Still good.
bags and
Oh my god.
shoes.
It's like an actual studio apartment.
That is fabulous.
Truly.
That is fabulous.
This is
all
as
right,
big
and before
as
we
my
go, we
first
have to ask you.
apartment in New York
We
City.
have to ask you the one question that everybody gets asked.
We do have to ask you the one question, and you must choose.
Sides must be chosen.
WeHo or
Wilton Manors. Which one?
Which one?
WeHo.
Yes! Episode 3.3, honey. There we go. WeHo.
Okay, I would certainly never make this happen, but if that clip got into the video queue for this Saturday's party when you're in No Manners, don't come looking at me, girl.
We could actually make sure that happens because I'll be there with you. And Candis, we're going to have to do some sort of Instagram live from the event and do a whole big thing on Saturday. Can't wait to see you.
All right. So
I don't know what to wear.
Oh, I mean, hang out after the call. We can pick something out, please.
All right. The party is this Saturday night, 7 to 9 at No Manners in Wilton Manors. You'll be there. We'll be there.
Yes.
It's going to be a great time. Candis, thank you so much for joining us. Now, before we go, you sent us a little special shout out for TransGuard. Let's have a look at that.
Hey, John and Eric, it's your favorite diaper doll here on the drive, representing TransGuard, just in time for Trans Visibility Week. I feel safe, secure, and powerful. Always remember, for the girl on the go, even when she has to go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was great. Candis is the best.
We'll see her on Saturday.
She really is. We will see her on Saturday. I think that we now know a lot more than we ever thought we would about Candis's life.
Everything.
But how well do you and I know each other?
I think the time has come to test each other's knowledge of, well, each other with the BFF test.
That's right. We've made it through spicy wings.
Yep.
And oversized retainers
thus
far. So how bad could this be?
Well, we'll go and take a honesty shot before we start with our questions from our bartender, Sylvian, right?
Sylvian, yes.
Sylvian, thank you.
Trans-themed. We know. Don't tell
Pokemon.
Don't tell the million moms, but we know. It's the trans Pokemon, and we love her.
And she poured us a shot, an honesty shot, so
That's
cheers.
Also the same color. Yeah,
yes, cheers. Yeah. It's her Sylvian juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Smells terrible. Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, God, that's hanging around. That's hanging around for a while.
Oh, my God.
That's not good.
Oh.
That's not good. That's not
good.
Oh,
my gosh. Okay, if in vino veritas, in wine truth, in vodka what?
I don't even know what you just said.
Oh. I don't think so.
Oh. Okay. All right. You go first.
So, let's see. We'll go where?
What day is it?
It is
Sorry.
Okay, how well
it's
do you...
Friday.
It is
Punch.
Friday. It is Friday. I don't even know when I am, people. One little...
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
All right.
We're
here. BFF test.
What is which British royals I spent an evening watching a movie with?
Which British royals? I only like Kate Middleton.
No.
Who was it?
We don't have
remember?
We only have a bell if it's right. No, it was Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Wow.
And, Philip, Duke of Edinburgh.
Wow, that's impressive.
It was a fun trip.
Did they drink?
They were up in the balcony.
Oh.
They were up in the royal balcony. We were just down on.
Oh, you mean you weren't sitting like next to them?
I was in the same room.
Right.
I was in the same room.
Right. Okay. I feel like my questions are easier. I was just going to say, John, what is my favorite genre of film?
Horror.
Yes, that is correct. Correct.
This is not something that I really knew from us discussing, just from the stories we've done over the first 3 weeks of W Boys. I'm like seeing
You're seeing the trend.
Here.
Just don't worry because Scream 7 is coming next week. So I'm very excited for that one. New original cast. Okay, second question, go.
Okay. How many mood stabilizers am I on during an average day?
3 to 5. Correct?
Correct.
3 to 5. Correct. I don't know if I should be worried or happy that I got the point, to be fair. Okay, question 2 for me. Do I prefer the beach or the pool?
You prefer the pool.
I do not. Even with my fear of sharks, I prefer the beach. I have a pool.
Yes.
I prefer the beach.
Okay, wait. Have you ever been stung by a jellyfish? And if so, did Todd pee on you?
Yes, but Todd didn't pee on me. Someone else peed on me. Peed on the sting. But worse than a jellyfish sting, I got attacked by a stingray once, okay?
Ooh.
I ran into the ocean, not the Florida Ocean to be fair, but I ran into the California Ocean from WeHo to Wilton. The Pacific, yes, thank you. And I stepped on one, and so they have these spiky tails, and it cut my foot, and I thought that I got bit by a shark. And so, remember in Jurassic Park when Laura Dern is like limping away from the raptor and she's like got the rope and she's trying to close the electrical closet? That was me like limping up the beach. Yeah, and like just trailing blood behind me in the sand from a stingray. No joke.
Wow.
It was awful. And there were like paramedics who had to come and take the venom out of the bite. It was awful. We went off on a tangent here, but
we did. This was a good
one. Okay, go. Your last question. Go ahead.
Oh my God, I almost forgot.
I'm excited now.
What my third question was.
The shot hit.
Oh yeah.
The shot hit. Yeah.
Okay, so for my third question, for you to know about me.
Yes.
Who once called me a basic bitch?
Can I have multiple choice?
Nope.
Really? Can you, is it someone I know?
Someone you know of.
Someone I know of. Like a famous someone, a celebrity, a basic bitch. There's so many options in my head.
Yeah.
Is it someone who identifies as male or female?
Yeah.
Yeah? So they're non-binary?
No, they're male or female. You didn't ask if they were which specific one they were.
Which specific one?
Oh, female.
Female. Kelly Clarkson?
Oh, if only. I love Kelly Clarkson. Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart called you a basic bitch?
She was
what
doing
an honor.
She was doing promos.
Yeah.
For when she and Snoop Dogg had their dinner party show.
Oh yeah, I love that show.
They were doing a media tour, and I asked like, "What's your favorite like appetizer or party thing to serve?" Mine is Jello shots. Snoop, I assume yours are
Jello
infused,
Jello
edible infused
joints.
Martha, what's yours? And Martha looks and goes, "Jello shots are for basic bitches."
Oh, I would have literally died right there on the floor. Do you think she'd give us an interview? She might remember you.
I don't know if she deigns to be with basic bitches any longer, but reach out.
I'll do the line of communication
then,
and we'll, maybe we'll get somewhere. That's a good story, John. Okay, my final question is this. What famous Real Housewife saw me completely naked in Naked Boy Singing off-Broadway, Theater Row, 42nd Street in Manhattan? There are two. You can actually choose two options, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Okay.
One from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, one from the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, because I was going to say Lisa Renner, so that's not right.
No.
Was it Nene?
It was Candy Burris, Candy,
Okay.
who, is the richest one out of all of them. She wrote millions of songs. Most popular, I think, that we know right now is TLC's No Scrubs, obviously. And she's a part of that girl group Escape. And then Danielle Staub. Yeah, the crazy OG from New Jersey who I interviewed once, and she was so she follows me on Instagram, but she was so wine drunk that the interview was supposed to be a 6-minute interview, and it wound up being like a 66-minute interview. And we used every minute, by the way. Every minute of it.
Oh my! So she didn't have like her agent like over there like
no,
rap
it was
showing you
it was
a
during
5 minute.
it was during COVID times, and she was home.
So we had nothing else.
We had nothing else to do, and she started a podcast where she would literally watch the current cast of Real Housewives of New Jersey and just talk shit. It was brilliant. So she was promoting that podcast on the interview.
Yeah, we all just had time to fill.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll talk with strangers over Zoom.
Oh yeah,
and
please,
do all
it was
that.
fine.
Oh my god,
drinking. It was.
So do you think we know each other better now?
I think we know each other better, and I think that we should come back to this game later on.
Yeah.
And learn even more.
Yeah,
it was fun.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're winding down, but before we go, we have to look into our crystal balls. I mean, ball, and make our prediction for the weekend.
Yes.
Here we go.
We love everything having to do with balls, especially if they're crystal. It's LA Fashion Week, y'all, and top designers are taking over. My prediction, I predict Anna Wintour will make at least 4 to 5 designers and 10 different PAs cry, honey. And when I mean cry, I mean hysterical breakdown. She's just got that look, right? That just looks at you and you just got to do better in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Christians have their annual 3-day flirtation with necromancy this weekend.
God, I hate that you said that.
I predict I will be in a diabetic coma after downing way too many Cadbury eggs.
I was always a peep guy myself. Always a peep guy. No, they're disgusting.
So like after you die, if you eat enough peeps, your body will not decompose.
Really?
It will not. It will just be sitting there. Like we could prop you up like Weekend at Bernie's because there's so many preservatives.
Do you know what I hate about you? That I never know what to believe is true. Like you just sold me on that. I'm like, fuck, never having a peep again. Okay, Godzilla and Kong, the new empire opens today. And I predict a robust debate on who is going to top who. Honey, put me in the middle of those two. I don't know who would be the top between Godzilla and King Kong. Godzilla has those spikes.
Yeah.
So I would think that as a bottom, the spikes would injure my top. So I'm gonna have to say that Godzilla is the top in my eyes.
Yeah, I would have to say because he's got that. I don't know. There's something about Godzilla that just kind of has that sexy leather daddy vibe going on.
Right. It's like Ramrod versus the pup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So are you gonna go see it this weekend?
I'm not.
You're not on the road this weekend.
I am not a creature feature fanatic. Like the last creature feature film that I loved was Deep Blue Sea, and it was a shark film, right? It was about the sharks getting more brilliant by the scientists, and then everything collapses in front of them. But I do know my father, who is most likely watching this, is going to see the Godzilla Kong movie at a theater in New York where they move the seats and like rumble around. It's like a whole experience. So for that, I am excited for him.
Just my one quick note and review from the last Godzilla Kong movie, which is out in 21, I think.
The last one I saw was with Matthew Broderick, but that was just Godzilla, right? That wasn't. Okay.
But the most recent one, it opens on a shot like swimming in from the ocean of this huge metropolis, tall buildings, beautiful.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom it says Pensacola, Florida. And I remember leaning over to my friend and going, that's not Pensacola. But then like 20 minutes later, Godzilla comes in and like the whole city is on fire and the skyline is leveled. And I lean into my friend going, that's Pensacola, Florida. Yeah. Absolutely.
What a place in Florida to showcase,
Right.
Like who at that table was like, okay, write it down, Pensacola for the lower third. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Well, look at me, lower third, using my term.
Oh, you're
I know. I can't believe that just came out of my mouth.
After the show, we're going to go effort food at McDonald's. You're into the lingo now. But that's it for this week's W Boys. Thanks to Candis, Cayne, and her diaper dolls. We'll see her at No Manners this weekend.
So excited. Follow us on Insta for updates. And listen, if you have any ideas for games or guests, slide into our DMs. Until then, stay slutty, lovers.
Bye-bye, bitches.
Bye.